in a parking lot on a hill shows Phil Hartman and Gilda Radner as high school seniors sitting in a car. Radner: "Thanks for taking me to our special place, Ray." Hartman: "My pleasure, Beth. This is where we first kissed." Radner: "I'm sorry we couldn't be alone and we had to babysit Donnie." Shows Chris Farley as Radner's little brother sitting in the back seat eating candy bars. Hartman: "Oh, he's not so bad. How you doing back there, Donnie?" Farley: "Shut up, I'm eating." Radner starts to rub Hartman's leg and says, "Maybe he'll fall asleep and we can finally do something more than just kiss?" Hartman: "I hope so, but he's eating so much sugar that I think he's going to be up for a while." Shows Farley banging his head against the window and laughing. Radner looks down at her phone and says, "Oh my God, it's Jeanette. She broke up with Bruce. I have to call her. I'll be right back." Radner exits the car. Farley: "Hey, Ray." Hartman: "What's up, Donnie?" Farley: "What's it mean when someone says you have to learn about the birds and the bees?" Hartman: "Why do you ask?" Farley: "My dad caught me looking at pictures of Sydney Sweeney on my phone, and he said that one of these days he was going to have to teach me about the birds and the bees." Hartman: "How old are you again there, sport?" Farley: 11. Hartman: 11, huh? Well, maybe you can ask your dad about the birds and the bees some other time. Farley: "But I'd rather ask you, Ray. You're so cool." Hartman rolls his eyes and says, "Okay, so you want to know about the birds and the bees, huh? Well, they're creatures like you and me, except they can fly, you see." Farley: "Well, I already knew that. Why would my dad want to bring them up when I was looking at pictures of a woman?" Hartman: "Well, Donnie, I guess the phrase the birds and the bees is really a bit of a euphemism for something else." Farley: "What's a euphemism?" Hartman: "When you substitute certain words to mean something so you don't have to say something else." Farley: "Okay, so what's birds and the bees a euphemism for?" Hartman: "Do you really want me to be the one to tell you?" Farley: "Yes." Hartman: "Okay, when a man and a woman love each other very much." Farley: "What about gay people?" Hartman: "Huh? Okay, fine. When a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman love each other very much." Farley: "What about non-binaries?" Hartman: "Jesus, kid, when two people love each other very much, sometimes they engage in activities." Farley: "What kind of activities?" Hartman: Activities of love." Farley: "Could you be more specific?" Hartman: Well, Donnie, these activities of love are called sex." Farley: "You mean like what they do on Pornhub?" Hartman: "Huh? How do you know about Pornhub?" Farley: "I've been watching it on my phone since I was 7. Hartman: "Well, why are you asking me about the birds and the bees then?" Farley: "So you're saying that birds and the bees mean sex?" Hartman: "Exactly." Farley: "Even anal sex?" Hartman: "Yes, even anal sex." Farley: "Blowjobs too?" Hartman: "Yep." Farley: "And cunnilingus?" Hartman: "Jesus, yes, I can't believe you already know what that is. I don't think you need a birds and the bees talk. You seem all caught up." Farley: "Hold on, though. Does sex include fisting?" Hartman: "Yes." Farley: "How about a golden shower? Is that sex?" Hartman: "I guess technically a golden shower is a sex act, yes." Farley: "Oh, wow, so I've had sex then." Hartman: "What? What are you talking about?" Farley: "My friend Diane, after we watched a movie on Pornhub, I pissed all over her head." Hartman: "That's disgusting." Farley: "Excuse me, are you slut-shaming me?" Hartman: "Well, no, I just can't believe you're 11 and you've already given a golden shower, and I'm 17 and I've only gotten to third base." Farley: "Wow, so you fingered my sister?" Hartman: "Yes." Farley: "That's cool. Well, hopefully you get to give her a golden shower sometime so you can catch up with me." and dead from the earth, we're not alive. It's Saturday Night Alive, starring John Belushi, Chris Farley, Phil Hartman, Jen Hooks, Norm MacDonald, Gilda Radner, Denitra Vance, and with many other special deceased contributors. Musical guest, Boyy, and your host, Joe Lieberman. Everybody, Joe Lieberman. Applause, applause, applause. Shows Lieberman on stage who says, thank you, thank you. I was an American politician and lawyer who served as a United States Senator from Connecticut from 1989 to 2013. A member of the Democratic Party for most of my career, I was its nominee for Vice President of the United States in the 2000 United States presidential election. Applause, applause, applause. Lieberman. And if Al Gore and I had won in 2000, I would have become the first ever Jewish vice president. Joe King comes out on stage and says, Senator Lieberman, welcome to our humble show. Lieberman, thank you for having me. King, first of all, I want to say what a great honor it is to have you on the show, as I, the producer, am unapologetically pro-Semitic. Lieberman, that's wonderful. King, right? I mean, whatever's happening in Gaza right now, the great and wonderful Jewish people have a right to defend themselves, am I right? Lieberman, that is correct. What I'd say about that conflict is that, King, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we don't need to talk about that whole quagmire right now. I wanted to ask you instead about Lieberman. Excuse me, are you interrupting me while I'm supposed to be hosting your show? Okay, the thing about that, Liebs, can I call you Liebs? Lieberman, no, you cannot. Okay, well, Senator Lieberman, I didn't want your monologue to devolve into a discussion about what some people are calling a genocide in Gaza. After all, this is an unapologetically pro-Semitic program, and I don't want to delve into a topic that could cause people to have any negative views about the great and wonderful Jewish people. Lieberman, well, it's a topic that I'm strongly and personally inclined to talk about. Okay, well, it's my show, and what I'm strongly and personally inclined to talk about is the destruction of the two-party duopoly that controls Washington. Now, before you passed, you actually were supporting a centrist group called No Labels. Lieberman, that's correct. The presidential race is coming down to two unpopular candidates, and we wanted to field an alternative candidate who could appeal to disillusioned King. Sorry to interrupt again, but some other things I wanted to bring up was that George Bush kissed you on the cheek during the 2006 State of the Union. Was he a good kisser? Lieberman, what kind of question is that? King, okay, and you were the deciding vote that did not allow Obama's single-payer system for the Affordable Care Act, closing the door on government-provided insurance. Lieberman, that's right. What I say about that is, King, and before that you endorsed John McCain over Obama in 2008. You really didn't like Obama, huh? Were you racist or something? Lieberman, King, I'm kidding, Senator Lieberman, relax. But boy, we cover a lot of topics in this monologue. Anything you want to say to close us out on? Lieberman, in government you have to work across party lines to make things happen. And most of them happen in the center. We have a great show tonight. Boyy is here, so get ready for Penny Girl. We'll be right back.